wall, I heard a young girl calling, Michael, they have taken you away, for you stole Trevelyan's corn, so the young might see the morn. Now a prison ship lies waiting in the bay. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. By a lonely prison wall, I heard a young man calling. Nothing matters, Mary, when you're free. Against the famine and the crown, I rebel, they cut me down. Now you must raise our child with dignity. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. By a lonely harbor wall, she watched the last star falling, as the prison ship sailed out against the sky. For she lived in hope and pray for her love in Botany Bay. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry.
Hello everyone, welcome to today's live. Today's live, it will not be an open panel. I'm putting that out there now. So I came across this story last night about midnight. This mother in Ireland, Nicole, she has had her son violently taken out of her arms by a family courts in Ireland. And her son has been sent to live with his abusive father in Manchester. Can we please get this, before I go any further, please share this live everywhere and get Nicole's story out there. What Nicole has done, what Nicole has been through with her son, Harry, aged 6, is out of order. I will share the story, the video of Nicole's story now. I have had the privilege of talking to her today as well. And I can't go into detail about our conversation at this moment in time. But please get this story shared, like the live, and please get it out there. I'm going to share Nicole's story now with you. This is with a counsellor called Gavin Pepper, a counsellor in Ireland. The mainstream media is not covering this. It's coming down to us, independent journalists, once again, to cover this. If you have enough views on your channel, and if you got Twitter, I'll post my Twitter in the chat now in a minute. Please give this live a share. Get this live out there and get Nicole's story out there to a wider community. I am now going to share the video that Nicole did with Councillor Gavin Pepper now, and you will be able to see what actually has gone on. Bye, Roy. One sec, guys. Sorry.
This is Nicola Fox, right? Now we're going to start off by just showing you an individual. This here is Jim Sheehan, right? And he's in the paper here. And he's famous. Debbie McCann done an article on this fella. He's famous for a word that they use when they take children off.
After this video is played, guys, I will be also sharing the names of the judge. Nicole mentions it when she's talking anyway, but I'll be able to share the names with you as well.
Of mothers to give them to their fathers, called parental alienation. Now, I've never heard of this word before, but this is after happening to Nicola here. So, Nicola, can you just explain in the best way what actually happened to you and your son, Harry? So, to just give you an idea in the background of this, Harry is Nicola's son. At the moment now, Harry is in with full custody with his father over in the UK, where Nicola gets a few hours a month to see him. This is after being reversed from when Nicola had custody. So she had custody up to Harry was 6, am I correct?
Correct.
Yeah. And Jim Sheehan wasn't happy that the fact that this father, by the way, who was involved with Manchester United, was fighting to get custody of Harry because he wasn't happy that he had to fly over here once a month to see him. But he was not stopped from seeing his son. He could have came over here every week. He wasn't, it's not one of those cases where you wanted to see a kid. It's not the mother's fault if he's living in the UK and he has to fly over here. That's not the mother's fault. But that's what happened. And now this is after reversing around. And now she's flying over to see her son for a couple of hours under supervised visit.
Sorry, guys, I'm just going to sort of internet out quick.
visits. Can you explain to the people, please?
Yes. So Harry has lived here with me in Dublin 12 since he was 6 weeks old, and he was a very happy little boy. He was immersed in the community. He went to school at Joey's in Terranure. He was in GAA. He was in the Scouts. He was in Mezzo Music in Terranure. He was a wonderful child. All my neighbours here in the cul-de-sac remember him cycling around on his bike, knocking for his friends. But during his young life, his father started a custody battle. He was born in 2017, and by 2018, I received legal letters for full custody he wanted of Harry. So unfortunately, I couldn't obey a court order by the time Harry was 5 years of age because he was so distressed having to travel to the UK. The burden of travel was put on Harry and I by Jim Sheehan. Despite him knowing the distresses it was causing the child, the welfare of the child was totally ignored by Jim Sheehan and by Ruth Morrow Farrell, who were brought on board to try and help alleviate the pressures on the family and the stress it was causing the child. But unfortunately, they were paid privately by Harry's father, and ultimately they gained full custody of Harry. On the 23rd of June 2023, he was taken out of his school in St. Joey's in Terranure and brought to the Circuit Court in Smithfield, where he told Ruth Morrow Farrell that he didn't want to go to Manchester. He hadn't seen his daddy for 8 months. His father chose not to come here despite my pleadings to him to please just come and see Harry for one day, any weekend you want, just to see him stand on the sideline at his GAA or at his take him to Mezzo Music, go to the cinema. Please don't force him to have to go to Manchester. He just can't take it anymore, the child. Short of me forcing Harry into the car and driving him to Dublin Airport and standing on a queue for Ryanair, where there's recordings of the child distressed and pleading with me not to send me, Mom, please can we just go home? And I'd send these to his dad and say, look at how distressed he is. Please, will you just come to Dublin? And he refused to. He was being advised not to do that. That the longer I disobeyed a court order, the better it would be for him in court. Therefore, he chose not to come and visit Harry. And on the 23rd of June, they took him out of school and they brought him to the court. And then they took him from me, from my arms, kicking and screaming. And I was surrounded by the Gardaí and told to step away from my son. And they handed him to his dad, who hadn't seen him for 8 months.
Right, what she just said. Well, guys, I'm just answering a couple of questions in the chat. So Harry is her son. The guy next to her is a councillor for the area of Ireland that Nicole lives in. So let's just not point that out. So Harry, who was age 6 at the time, was ripped out of Nicole's arms and gave to his abusive father. And Nicole, like she just said there, was told to step back.
And he picked him up, put him over his shoulder and walked out of the courts, flanked by Jim Sheehan and Ruth Morrow Farrell, straight to Dublin Airport and taken to Manchester. And I didn't get to see my son for 6 weeks. They wouldn't let me see him. They wouldn't let me see him, and then Jim Sheehan suggested that we have supervised access in a place called Help Hands in Manchester, and I had to travel there on a fortnightly basis to see him, and then leave him. After 4 hours, he would be clinging to me and pleading with me to take him home. I had to leave.
Do you guys hear it?
12 months of this trauma and this upset, and now I'm
talking to Nicole today.
You're going to get fined. You're going to be done for
before this morning. So
this is how these vile villains are getting away with what they're doing. It's not just me. Since I opened my story on social media, so many mothers have contacted me, thanking me and asking for this, to support them against what they're going through. So this needs to be exposed on a major scale. What is happening in the corrupt Irish family courts on a daily basis? They're separating children from their mothers based on this parental alienation crap. It's not even allowed. It's contested. It's not allowed. It's not allowed in the UK, and Helen McEntee promised that she was going to ban it in Irish courts, and it's still being used. Up to a week ago, Jim Sheehan sent an invoice to
didn't
her mother.
have your name on here.
He attended court, and he wasn't even requested to. He's still operating. He's protected by the judges, by the judiciary, by his brother, who's Gareth Sheehan in the court. This is how he's got away with it since the 80s. He has separated so many children from their mothers, and he is a vile human being. In fact, I don't even believe he's human. He is the devil personified.
Now I'm here in this. I'm here. I've never saw that with this book. I'm here with Nicola's mother, my father, who are traumatized from this. I'm in the family home. I tell you, it's a noise from this. I'm in the family home. I tell you, it's a nice home. This is a very well looked after home.
So Harry is Nicole's son. Father, who Harry is living with at the moment, works Manchester United. So this just shows, guys, that if you got money, the judges will basically side with you. It happens over here and it happens in Ireland. This needs to stop. And I will back Nicole. Any reporting at protests that she does in Manchester or in London, I will be at them. Because what Nicole has been through is our order. I have seen evidence, guys, that I will bring on later on this week onto a live and show you. Nicole also, for talking out, has had her legal aid taken off her. Nicole now has to pay for all her legal fees. How is this right? This cannot keep on going on, guys. This has to stop. I will respond fully to the chat in a minute as well, and I'll get your views on screen. I would like to thank Peel for sharing the video as well. But I cannot organise that protest. It has to come from their protest arranged. So if you're living in Ireland, there actually is a protest arranged in Ireland for the 5th of March, I think it is. 1 second. I'll give you proper details now. We just get them up, guys. 1 second. I can attend that, guys. It's in Ireland. I got such a busy month anyway. This month, unfortunately. Yeah, the 5th of March, there's going to be a protest in Dublin. But the issue is, guys, that people don't realise in these kind of cases is basically you go to family court. The family court will then listen to social workers, and also teachers' reports, etc. And then they will listen to the parents. They mostly will side with the mother, but on the odd occasion, they will side with the father. But in this situation, they've sided with the father, even just because he had the money to pay for it. This father refused to come to Ireland. Nicole would never have stopped him seeing his son. Never, ever. Bear in mind, Harry was a major part of his community in Ireland as well. Harry hates Manchester. Harry did not even want to go to Manchester. And to see what goes on in Nicole's case. But guys, Nicole isn't the only one that had this happen to her. There's so many other families that now have spoken out to Nicole, thanking her for coming out. I will be approaching this week the judges in Nicole's case to get a statement from them on why they did it as well. And once again, I potentially will do a live Wednesday or Friday. I'm busy the rest of the week this week. Another live about this in the day, Wednesday or Friday. Maybe Wednesday even, actually. And we have to get this to stop. There's no. Ross, please do. Go public. Hi, Angry Man. Cole, for people that are just coming in, please watch the start of the live as well. I will not be going back over what this is about now. So if you missed the start, please go back to the start of the live just after the music, and you'll see what this live is about. And why is this such an important live today? When I get your chat in the chat, your voices. I won't be live this one for long, guys. That is dreadful, Ross. And I'm really, really sorry that you have had to go through that. Protests are fun, but you need to be careful with auditing private estates. Really do, H. Nicole is amazing for everything she has been through. It's just fantastic. Literally, guys, this is such a heartbreaking story. Yes, was because he works for Manchester. This is why. This is why he basically had the money and the top legal team to have this happen. There's nothing arranged at a minute, but once there is something arranged, I will go live and tell you all that a protest is happening in Manchester, etc. This is the date. Etc. And I will let you all know. But if you're ever posting about this, guys, this story, please use hashtag Bring Harry Home. That is the campaign hashtag that is getting used in these cases. Yeah, so literally these kind of cases. I will be organising the Manchester protest. I'm nowhere near Manchester for starters. These kind of cases are heartbreaking. And it unfortunately keep on happening to so many people. Right, guys, I'll wrap this live up here. We will be live again about 6ish, and I will do a panel live then. All right, guys. I'm going to use my 2 season lines. Thank you for watching, and we are the media.